Hey, motherfuckers, this is Crappy Lobster, the drunk, drug addicted lobster old fucker, along with Snyder the handyman. It's been a fun fucking couple of days, ladies and gentlemen. Sister Sunshine is, well, she's learning a few things right now, and Irv's even, he's on the defensive, you know. But once again, myself and Charlie, we get implicated in things, and I figured, sure. I like to do. Okay, I am a fan of weed. I like drugs, right? If done responsibly. But I really don't drink and stuff, but I do sometimes. And some people can say I'm addicted. Well, I'm not really addicted, but I do have a runny nose. Could be from crack cocaine. I don't know about that, but Charlie, how you doing? Oh, Schneider, excuse me. I didn't mean to dox you, but what's up, brother?
I'm doing good, brother. How you doing?
Hmm. It's been funny as fuck, man. How you doing, Adam? It's been funny
Yeah.
as fuck. I mean, first, I have my uh little thing last night, where I'm like, look, I mean, the whole thing with Big C, and then I find out that Blue's talking about my death, my fake death again, and I guess he doesn't like me again. And apparently, the only reason why I was friends with Big C, which I don't hate the guy, but I was just in it for the Patreon money, so I guess what, $5 or $10, I could be bought, whatever, take it back, charge back, whatever the fuck, I don't care. But anyway, so yeah, Sister Sunshine's been having quite the crowd lately, Father Judgment,
Oh yes,
Snyder,
she's been hosting quite the confessions, hasn't she?
wow. It's one of the things that I find amazing with people that have known Von Helton for years and have communicated with him. They always claim, well, I never knew this part. I never heard this part. Yet, if you Google Von Helton, you get a plethora and cornucopia of information, right? Not everybody can be lying, you know? Um, so to me, that's kind of a poor excuse, Oh, I never heard that. Well, he said he was exonerated, right? Hell, most of the people in jail are innocent. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but then you got brought into it, and I figured you might have something to say about that because.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it was quite amazing how he brought the same shit up tonight that he brought up, I don't know what, 2, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
That he brought up 7 years ago. And I mean, it's just absolute garbage. And the reason why it doesn't bother me is because everybody that knows Von Helm just knows he's full of shit, plain and simple, you know. So I mean that was the coup de grace that my daughter made me just one day come to the point that just like fuck them, Dad.
Well,
All these people know you. They know him. They know you are who you are, and they know he's just a piece of shit douchebag.
well,
So I sweat it.
well. What I, what I've never really something that I've always wanted to know, and I've been meaning to ask you about it. Can you tell us what was going on in your mind the night that you flew in on the chopper in your ninja suit over the hospital and repelled into the hospital? I think a lot of people, I think all the people out there pretty much, we'd like to really know what was going on in your mind at a pretty important time like that.
Well, honestly, it was a 747.
Yeah.
You know, I boarded at LaGuardia. You know, they had no idea I was on there. I had my briefcase, my three-piece suit, my glasses. You know, I mean, I kind of looked like that. What was that guy's name? What the fuck? DB Cooper.
Yeah.
You know, so we just took off, and of course, as the plane flew over that Manchester small community hospital, 3 stories. You know, it was time to just
Do
say
your
hasta
job.
la vista and bail out, you know, land on that roof, and the rest is history.
Wow. It's amazing. There was actually a mole inside of the hospital that gave you the whole layout of that massive building.
Yeah, they snuck me that Play-Doh copied key, format.
Yeah.
They learned it from Magnum PI. Hey, Wilson wants a link.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
get Wilson in here.
Sure. And another thing, let's get to the Greyhound bus incident, right? Now, although that was a very, very, very tragic, incident, I thought maybe, how much time did you get in advance, right, that Andrea was going to be having sexual escapades on that bus, and why
Well, I
didn't
was
you
sitting there one day. I was in my office, and all of a sudden, I got a bling, bling, bling. It was a message notification on my computer, and it was the Greyhound bus terminal manager down
Right.
there in Alabama, and he said, "Alert to Father Judgment. Von Helton's wife is going to be boarding the 12:36 a.m. bus.
Mm-hmm.
So please send your black man to rape her.
Right.
Much appreciation for the Ku Klux Klan. Thank you." There you go. So, that's all I needed.
So
was like
it was just an everyday ordinary routine. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just an inter office email from a Greyhound bus terminal operator to the assistant second, third shift
Right.
manager's assistant of the janitorial department at the Ku Klux Klan.
Well, I'm glad we got that straightened out, because I know that's been bothering a lot of people. They really wanted to know the true story behind that,
So there you go. Now you know.
Hey, what's up, Wilson?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, not much.
Are you still watching Sister Sunshine?
I was. I really got upset when I was called an alcoholic drug addict or some shit, or a old drunk drug addict or something that sits in my apartment. I mean,
yeah, I don't think Vaughn has realized that he really just fucked himself. Like about 20 seconds ago.
What did he do?
I was unaware that Vaughn had a shotgun. And
did he pull it? I was watching it when he was threatening that one guy about, "Why don't you come to my house and kick my ass?" It's like,
no, he's arguing with Bruce about something, and from under his desk he pulls out a fucking shotgun. He says it's loaded, and he just props it up against the corner.
Get the fuck out! A shotgun now?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Somebody's gonna show that to CPS, and he's gonna lose his fucking kids. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he realizes that he probably he fucked himself bad.
A fucking shotgun.
The whole thing is like, I was watching that like yesterday. I didn't want to watch it because I just don't really care to watch Sister Sunshine, but so, like I said, somebody sent me this thing about, oh, he's gonna homeschool his kids, and I'm like, what? When did he say? And then I got I don't know, like 3 clips, and then somebody sent me that Nat's archive thing, right? So I was watching it, and then I watched it again on Secular's channel last night, which he did an excellent commentary.
He really did.
King of Canada was in rare form last night. I think it must be sweeps week in Canada, but cause he used to be like so he go, I'm not saying, I'm just putting it out there. He'd kind of like dodge around a little bit and shit. And last night I had my secular opinion banner and pennant and shit, and I was like screaming, going, "You go," everything. But it was beautiful. But yeah, the whole thing with his kids, that's not going to turn out well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I don't think he's gonna have his kids by the end of the year.
What do you think he'll do?
I honestly have no idea. I don't like he'll probably feign, being hurt, being depressed for a little bit, but then, give it a month, he'll go right back into his usual shtick because he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. What evil did I do?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be hurting because he's going to be losing that welfare check.
Yeah, see, that's the whole thing. Without that welfare check, does he make any money? Because he does. His Patreon is worse than mine, right? At least I get something. Well, I don't know. Maybe not right now. I might be down $5 or $10, but so he's not living off that. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have. I heard that he actually gets SSI now.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Which is what, $550 a month or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's not enough to sustain the gravy dome. I'm just worried about the gravy dome.
I think we all are.
I was so much looking forward to it. I had me a $10 budget. I was going to go to Walmart, go through the little Hot Wheels bin, and maybe get me a racing team together. Do it old style.
The thing about it, look, the thing about it is he's planning on building a waterfall and a river, but he freaked out about a roof leak. Why didn't he just build the river under the roof leak? There you go. You don't even got to move the table. There you go. If the roof leaks, it just drips right into your waterfall river, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, maybe he should have paid attention to his architecture class when he was taking real estate. He even threw the real estate. He took 2 years of real estate.
Yeah, I know. I heard that.
What kind of degree? Where's your degree? It's like, can you get a degree? What is a degree in real estate law? Is that like going to real estate school and getting a certificate that says you're allowed to rip people off for money to buy a house or something?
I imagine there are real estate lawyers, and I'm sure it probably does take 4 years of law school.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
not some fucking 3-week community service course that you went to at one night and picked up the pamphlet.
Hey, Huge, how you doing? Yes, I am a big fan. I mean, I think we all are at this point. We're just worried about what's going to happen with the racing future in Manchester, Kentucky.
So wait a minute, no. I got to ask Wilson.
Yep.
So he seriously pulled a shotgun in the show.
Yeah.
I haven't been watching for like an hour and a half. Look, Grampy and I have been off camera chatting for like an hour. So we haven't seen anything that's been going on in his show.
Yeah, this happened like not even 5 minutes ago. Like he didn't pull it out and like point it at anybody. He just
but you see a shotgun that he has never owned before in the 12 years I've known it.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that he had one, but yeah, he pulls it out from under his desk.
He's never owned one, ever.
Yeah, but he pulls it out from under his desk to show Bruce that he has a shotgun because.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, they were talking about hunting for some reason because they brought up the groundhog story.
No.
And Vaughn's trying to say that groundhogs get like 4 feet long because they're related to badgers. And yeah,
I used to have a groundhog I used to feed out of my hand pancakes in Colorado.
Groundhog. Are you talking about a hedgehog, a groundhog, or a fucking...
No, a groundhog.
Yeah, they're not...
Big motherfuckers. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they grow differently in Kentucky. It could be it could be in the soil. Yeah. Now they were going on about Irv's little kinks and his fucking Skyrim stuff.
Yeah, I know. I was in there. I was watching.
That was fucking crazy funny, man. It's like, it's not creepy, they're adult mods,
Yeah, I'm not creepy. I ain't into little girls. I'm just into futanari, which is Asian little children with hermaphrodite dicks and pussies.
The way you said that.
Motherfucker is that.
Well, the disturbing thing about it is he tries to pull it off like these are mods that everyone has installed for Skyrim.
Yeah,
They
like
fucking don't.
like people fucking horses and shit like that. It's like, no, I don't know anybody that, and I know a lot of people that play games and stuff because I don't, right? And I've asked a lot of people. I said, "You ever get horny watching these fucking games? You ever think about like fucking dogs and cats and cows and stuff like that?" They look at me funny. I said, "Well, you never heard of sex rape mods for animals? You know, doggy gangbang mods. You know?" And they like looking at me, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right, Bozo. You've come a long way, baby. You know."
Wait a minute, you haven't heard of Red Dead Redemption's new DLC?
I don't watch
Horse
that.
vaginas and bull cocks? Yeah, that's the new DLC for next season.
Yep, absolutely, Miss Star. You jumped into this fucking room just in time to hear Dixon pussy. Because, you know, what else do you talk about with, like, when you come up with this stinky Von Poopy Pants, you know? I'm just an old guy I'm just an old alcoholic, drunk, drug addict.
I still want to know where the fuck he got the shotgun. That's what's bugging me, number one.
Maybe.
Well, like I said, like I don't think he's realized that. I think he just completely destroyed his chances of keeping his kids.
I think his thing last night was pretty much the nail in the coffin. Yeah.
What happened last night?
Or you know that thing he did with Sister Son, you know.
About homeschooling his kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's building the barricade of the box of trash behind the bedroom door, so that not only children can get in, but I think he's going to use that as his safe room when the CPS and the county sheriff are pounding at the door, saying your children haven't been in school in 2 weeks. And we're concerned about their welfare, and then he barricades himself in that bedroom behind that box of trash.
The defense of Mount Trashmore.
That's damn straight, you know.
Yeah.
But then he's also got the chemical warfare weapon of I haven't showered in 4 months.
It's not hard for me to believe that his kids went to school smelling like shit and their hair was all fucked up, you know.
Yeah, it's not a stretch of the imagination that his kids are the smelly kids.
And that's the thing. I mean, you can tell when they walk around. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad kids. Yeah, they're little kids, right? But you can tell by them just walking around. And I know it's at home and you're in your yard or whatever like that, but they don't look clean. You know, I mean, at least their hair. No. You know, you know, it just.
Dude, Secular show last night was perfect feng shui.
Yeah, it was.
It rolled perfectly. Well, Secular nailed it. It was like a fucking 4-hour Walter Cronkite.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, who was the guy that? Not Edward R. Murrow. I was gonna equate him to. Oh shit! What was it? Anyway? But it was actually very good. But
what I don't understand the rest of the story.
Yeah, but when does it come to the point where you can't blame the trolls anymore because it's happening at school? You know, the school is calling. The school is noticing things, right? You know, I mean, the trolls didn't go hire a fucking bunch of teachers and shit. You know, and it's a conspiracy to get your kids. They don't want your kids. They want you to be able to take care of your kids. They gave you tools to help you with parenting classes, programs, things like that. But when you're Irv and you literally know everything, right? Because all you need is another 20-some-year-old girl in your house, you know, to be the mother of kids that, yeah, whatever. But, yeah. It's amazing that he can still literally blame like anybody. The guy that delivers his pizza, right? If he can get delivery, you know, is probably in on it too. You know, he probably cards the delivery guy when he comes to his house to make sure he's not a troll. You know,
not if he's wearing a ninja suit.
Yeah. I mean, how fucking important does he really think he is, right? In the grand scheme of things. I mean, he's in that fucking trailer for how many fucking years? And I'm just a fucking old junk fucking drug addict.
He's been in that trailer for 21 years.
Yeah.
Same address.
You see, I actually have a theory about what's going to end up happening, like as far as him like finding another 20-year-old. Is he's going to get on something like Plenty of Fish or some fucking dating site, and yeah, he's going to find an attractive 20-year-old, semi-attractive, who once again is fucking batshit crazy, but probably has a drug problem.
Yeah.
And he'll forgive that because, hey, as a 20-year-old, she's fucking crazy. She's willing to sleep with me. And he'll bring her in and expose his kids to that because that's what he wants. That's what he needs.
Seriously, you think another one will fall for that? Really?
Hey, you never know.
I mean, if he finds one with, fucking social problems and a drug habit, yeah.
Looking to get away and escape like Mouse was.
Yeah, but look, not many crack whores. I don't know.
Hey, you go down by the
back page.
Go down by the Walgreens around here. I'm sure you can find.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we don't want to hear those behind the dumpster stories.
No, I'm talking about at the drugstore out here. The reason why Walgreens isn't open 24 hours a day anymore is
honestly, Wilson, I think that man's life is done. Honestly.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know as much about the man's life story just through your research, me through living it. And I mean, you know everything I know, which blows my mind sometimes. But I mean, you know the writing on the wall. Ma's gonna die. Right, the land is going to go into disruption and lawsuits, right, among the family, right? People are going to be fighting about it, and he will be allowed to live on the property until the court case is solved, which he, of course, will lose, all right, because the land is under a family trust of 130 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it belongs to the Frost family, which he denies any affiliation with.
Well, he didn't used to, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
He used to try to affiliate himself with the Frost.
Robert Frost.
Yeah.
Actually, he does have a grandfather, Robert Frost, but it's not the Robert Frost. It's a Robert Frost that never left South Carolina. But anyways, you know the story. Yeah. Yep. And I mean, it's just the sad state of affairs, and the end story will be what happens to the children. But I'm going to tell you right now, they are far beyond their years and wisdom than their own father.
Oh yeah,
at his own age.
I mean, like I've been saying for the longest time now that give it 2 more years, his oldest daughter is going to be more emotionally mature than he is. And one of 2 things is going to happen. She's going to, 1, either start asking questions.
Talking about boys.
Or 2, yeah, she's going to start running away.
Yep.
And like I said before, like that's why he never answers the question, like, what happens when your daughter comes up and asks you for $20 because her and her friends want to go see a movie? That day will never happen because, yeah, he's pulled his kids out of school. He wants to isolate his kids so they end up as emotionally fucking crippled as he is.
What's $20?
And he thinks that the CPS and the Manchester Police or the Clay County Sheriff's Office is just going to go to his children's school and say, oh, what? They're not here? He took them out of school? Well, I guess we can't check on them, even though he lives at such and such, such and such, Oh, gee, I guess we can't drive out there and check on his kids.
Yeah, okay. Where'd they go?
Nice,
well, we'll have to
fantasy world, son.
Yeah. I wonder if he's going to barricade himself in his house, with his shotgun and his "Don't tread on me" flag, and
with his box of trash behind the bedroom door.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna set up Hot Wheel cars strategically so the CPS workers step on him.
Just like the Alamo.
I could definitely see Vaughn like rigging up his house like Home Alone style.
Yeah, exactly. Like little McAllister kid.
That ought to be funny.
One CPS worker is going to get the tar in the face full of feathers, and the other guy is going to get his shoes taken off.
And then there's going to be like, Saggedy Yak music playing.
Yeah.
I mean, the most amazing part about the whole thing was all of last night when he was in Sister Sunshine's, and then even his pathetic fucking sorry attempt at a rebuttal on BitChute, right, was all so fucking pathetic. It's like the whole world knows you're lying. They can see it in your fucking face.
That video that he put out that said it exonerates him doesn't.
No, it convicts him. Exactly. And I mean, when he rolls into how the whole entire Board of Education system of Clay County, Kentucky, the county sheriffs, all right, and it's not called CPS there, it's called something else, but even he has resorted to calling it CPS, all right? Everybody in the fucking county are all his haters now. They're all his trolls. And he's the only innocent victim in the entire fucking county. And damn it, he's going to barricade himself and hide Hill's children.
Yep.
Okay.
Adam, I don't have the Lego Earth pic right now. Yeah, Adam made a cute little picture of made a Lego Earth. Right, it's cute. Now, although Adam is the CFO of the Fun Brigade, he still has a few childish ways in him. Fucking Legos. Oh shit. But yeah, between his the shit show last night, and Sister Sunshine's hangout, and basically not helping his cause any. It's a holiday season that I don't think we'll soon forget.
Well, the funny thing about it is that I find it just hilarious that he still has people that are trying to defend him.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, Brett Keane is still in his corner, and a lot of people are witnessing people like Sister Sunshine, who she's tried to give him chance after chance after chance, and she is just slowly realizing that this man is completely indefensible.
I wonder what that final nail will be with Sister Sunshine, or will she play like, well, I'm still not convinced, or yeah, it's creepy, but
I don't know. She uploaded that video literally showing the Kelly chat logs. Have you seen that?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
I have not.
Oh, yes.
But then she's back to doing what she's doing today, though. Well,
no, she uploaded that today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was calling Vaughn out on the Kelly catalog or the Kelly chat log.
But they're live right now, and it's just.
Oh, I know. Are they still live? Are they live, Wilson?
Let's find out.
Yep.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're still going.
I'll have some Saturday morning entertainment.
Herb's not in his chair right now. I get the whole, placement thing. I've got a backdrop now, so you don't see it. How do you choose to have the backdrop of where you do videos? You have to be your bathroom.
Well, he's only got so much room to work with.
Or the dirty hall, Remember that room divider thing that he tried to use? That looked like
the pink flower pagoda one.
Yeah. Someone told him that would be cute. All that rage must exhaust that old bastard. You talking about me, Lulz junkie? Yeah, I get upset. I get triggered really bad.
See, my thing right here is I hope somebody catches this because I want to see where scumbag, no job, having fucking child fucking disability on fucking Hot Wheels, motherfucker can afford a shotgun. I want to see what shotgun that is because I can identify about how much it costs. You know,
Well,
the motherfucker ain't never owned a shotgun in the 13 years I've known him. Otherwise, he would have displayed it before tonight, and I wasn't there to see it.
oh yeah, there might be part of his arsenal to, barricade himself, when the CPS comes to make sure his
No,
kids
he must
are
have pulled it out of his hidden Punisher cave that he claimed
That's
he used
true.
to have right there in Lake Alice.
Hmm. So, Schneider, let me ask you a question. I'm serious when I ask you this. Of all being accused and called so many things over the years had to have taken a toll on you. It's probably shaved a few years off your life. I mean, how do you deal with hate, knowing that Von Helton has accused you of so many heinous things that you're responsible for? I mean, how do you get through your day? How do you do it?
Well, I wake up, I face the reality of day. I splash some water on my face. I pack a bowl pack in my bong.
Yeah.
I hit it. I think if I'm going to make an omelet or a pancake. And then I load up one of the craziest motherfucking Von Helton videos I have ever seen or imagined, or I just put a playlist on random play,
Mm-hmm.
and I laugh my ass off.
Wow.
All right, so I'm
Just
looking
knowing that back in the day, the motherfucker used to have 13,000 subscribers, and now he can't get no one on the internet of rational mind to hang out with him, and I laugh my ass off.
Or many idiots either at this point,
No, he can't even get many idiots now.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it cracks me up.
Justin Emu Hollingsworth.
The motherfucker is on an island, literally reaching to the ocean, praying he had a volleyball with a handprint of a face on it. Just to come.
Hey,
I think we all dream of.
Yeah.
I think we all dream of that.
I wish I had my own Wilson too.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the shotgun right now. If I had to take a wager, it looks like a Remington 1100.
Is that
because it's a semi-auto?
Mm-hmm. Wait, no. Are you serious?
Yeah.
A semi-auto.
Looks like it.
That motherfucker starts at 500 for a semi-auto.
Wow.
Probably more than that.
He could probably
a cheap semi-auto would cost you 500.
He could probably sell that and get the fucking roof fixed at the Gravy Dome.
He's waiting for Ma Hilton to pay. To wait for Jed and Jethro to come back, put their ladder up on the roof. And probably about $2,000 to go up there and throw some fucking roof patch out of a can on it.
That was one of my favorite videos. Holy shit.
Yeah.
People go, I can't watch that. They're not doing nothing. I'm like, they're doing plenty. Trust me, it's funny.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a point of order from way back when. And secular opinion, I hope you're watching this. If you're not watching this now, I'm sure you'll get word of it. But you were talking about the kids having fucking Velcro no-tie shoes. And literally you missed the point because I think when I was watching it, it skipped the part where Von Helton was bragging about having Walmart Velcro tennis shoes too. So yeah, secular opinion, you missed that, my friend. From that show 3 weeks ago.
Nothing says lazy like Velcro on your shoes.
On a 56. No. Okay. Now, If I was a 56-year-old man who was retired, sitting in a community in Florida, or I could just zip on my Velcro shoes and go out and get in my golf cart and go down to the clubhouse and get a free newspaper, then yeah, there you go. But
I would use fuzzy slippers for that.
not when you're the Punisher,
Yeah.
who's threatening to go around the world and kick people's ass.
And he thinks people want to come to his house. That he was like, nobody's coming to nobody graced my footsteps to my door. It's like, who the fuck wants to? Serious. I mean, what is this anyway, huh? You can come to my house and beat me up or something,
I loved when he was threatening Bruce to, come on down here. If he had said the word Kenny, it would have been the exact same video.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I'm hoping she keeps this show up because Grampy and I haven't seen any of it.
I've seen part of it, and I'm like, this is just stupid. I mean, this is
typical Von Helton.
Yeah, and he just, look, when you get caught, sometimes it's just when you get caught, even without really saying something, you can kind of go, yeah, you got me type stuff, right? We've all had to do that in our life, right?
Oh yeah.
Not Irv, right? He doubles down on bullshit, man. He triples down on bullshit,
because he has to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy fucking shit, man. But what are you gonna do? That's why we watch Irv,
Oh yeah, I mean, look, I had a job one time where I had a cooling tower for the air conditioning system. It was on this little section of roof where you had to go up like 3 sets of stairs, go to, through 2 doors, up another set of stairs. And that was like when nothing's going on at work, slow time, fucking hide from the boss's spot. Okay. So we all used to sit up there and smoke cigarettes and shit. And we, drink sodas. And so all of a sudden the vice president of the company went up there with an insurance inspector and found our little hidden spot. Okay. Because it was a spot nobody ever went to. He calls me into his office one day. He's like, "Is this you?" And he's showing me pictures on his computer. I'm like, "Damn, on the computer?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
Yeah.
He's like, "Good thing you said so. Otherwise, I would have fired you." He's like, "Get it cleaned up and keep it clean from now on. I don't give a fuck if you go there and hide out. Just keep it clean."
Yeah.
Not Bond. No, I'm not guilty. They're all domestic terrorists who framed me.
Yeah. I still have to pick up my domestic terror burqa from the cleaners tomorrow. I haven't felt right not having my domestic terrorist burqa when I go out. I like to intimidate people wearing it because that's what it does. I like how Irv thinks he intimidates people.
Well, that's just what happens when you're too stupid to understand. You're below my intelligent level. So what I'm asking you, just right over your head.
Grampy Lobster just sits in his apartment, alcoholic, drunk, drug addict. That's slander right there. Yeah.
Hey, Wilson.
I was gonna say, if anyone in this room is an alcoholic, it's me.
Yeah.
Wilson.
Yo.
I caught that show. What was it, last night or the night before, with you and your friend? And I was amazed.
Do what?
I have never in my life heard a person call a friend too stupid or too ignorant to understand the question.
What are you on about?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you didn't catch on to it. Grampy knows. In a show you were in the other night?
What, with Big C?
Yeah.
Oh, the debate?
Yeah, is that what you guys called it?
I don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't know,
thought
but
it
I heard him tell
funny.
you that you were too stupid and young and ignorant to understand what he was asking you.
Oh,
Yeah. And there was no joking. That was not joke. So anyways, back to Von Helm, I guess.
yeah. I'm still trying to figure out like what the point of that whole fiasco was because
On my part,
because like when I said
Yes,
like the only
literally.
thing I'm debating right now is why the fuck I'm still here. Like that wasn't me kidding. I'm like, what the fuck is
well,
this?
the whole thing was he kept talking about it for like 2 weeks, and I didn't think it was a good idea. I thought it was stupid. I mean, because it's something that people do sometimes, but it's not a thing for a show. You know what I mean? And nobody was really, you were basically told, yeah, okay, I'll defend it, because he's gonna, oppose it or something like that. And I didn't understand. I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think it was, and I kept telling him that. And then he's like, well, you're going to be the moderator. I'm like, oh, for what? That's not what I do. I just fuck off. I mean, I really don't think this is. So I figured, okay, I got to do it. I'll do the best I can for as long as I can. Then I'm going to shit on it.
Yeah, like my original idea was that I thought it was going to be like me and him just taking a fucking internet personality and just seeing breaking them down, seeing whether or not we think they're a Poe or not.
Yeah, and it turned it in like it was some kind of structured game show. And just because you're having a subject doesn't make it a structure, you know.
See, my whole thing was that was like supposed to be quite a few days ago, wasn't it?
Well, it'd been talked about for like 2
When
weeks.
did you guys do that?
Tuesday.
Okay, see, I'm talking about last night when it was just Wilson and Big C sitting in the room, and I just popped in. And
Oh,
Big C was trying to push some issue. You understand what I'm saying, right? And Wilson was like, dude, it's
Oh,
just,
we guys were talking about legal
it is
stuff.
what it is. And he's just like, I don't know, maybe you're just too ignorant to understand what I'm fucking saying. I'm like, yo, volleyball or not, step up, bitch.
I was
Tell this
drunk.
motherfucker to fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bixby is an arrogant ass who thinks he's the king of motherfucking YouTube. He's just some fucking kid that just recently came into YouTube, and all of a sudden, overnight, he wants to be the arrogant ass of Brett Keane rolled up with drunken peasants, Geek Room, Onision, and every other fucking popular motherfucker that wants views. Bitch, you ain't all that bad. All right. I'm sorry, I probably just ruined your show, but
yeah, like the big thing that I find it fucking infuriating is when he keeps on saying like I don't want my channel to be just making fun of Von Helton, making fun of Shaney, making fun of Rev.
That's what they do.
That's what it always boils down to.
Yeah.
Like the fucking debate show. Within 20 minutes, they're going on about Rev. They're going on about Shaney. I'm like, I thought you didn't want to do this anymore.
Well, that was me that was actually bringing all that shit on because I didn't want to do the whole debate thing. Because I didn't, But no, it just, I don't know. And it's sometimes, I know joking and fun, but sometimes like coming across like you're trying to literally, and like I said, I had people like actually contact me, right? Going, man, dude, he's like calling you stupid, or me, right? Or like trying to put me down, or like trying to like I don't know, trigger me and stuff, and I'm like,
yeah, he was.
it's not triggering me. It's annoying me a bit, but it's not triggering me, because you don't know who the fuck I am, I mean, like I said, I don't hate it. It's just, he just came out of nowhere, right? And wants to create this stuff, but which is fine. But when you think that you have all the answers and you've got this whole plan and everything, and when you don't, because if he's not talking about Shanny and Rev, or I don't know, whatever, nobody is going to watch it. And it's not like not everybody watches my channel. I get that, but you just coming in and thinking that you're going to be, you know, because you know numbers and you've seen this and you've seen that, and then you like literally. I mean, I do what I do. I fuck around. You know, I make jokes and shit like that, right? But I don't. Hopefully, I don't come across people on the show like I'm calling them stupid, right? Or I'm trying to belittle them. I'm just having fun,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
But when you come across as if you're like belittling somebody because you know more than them and they're stupid, you know.
And sadly, honestly, brother, that's all I've seen Big C do since the day I met him in Big Shanny's show.
Yeah.
You know, Big Shanny. There you go. She's got a new nickname.
You know, and apparently, you know, I'm using him for Patreon money. Well, take your $5 or $10 back. It's not that important. It's not important to me like that. You know, I don't use people for Patreon money or something like that. If somebody chooses to, that's fine. If they don't, it doesn't bother me. You know, read above comments.
And sadly, that kind of falls into the mind frame of I paid you attention. Now I own you. I've known a lot of people with that mind frame in my life, you know.
Yeah, but no, and I'm not trying to like, because I know you're friends with Big C, and I don't hate Big C or nothing like that. I just got to the point where I didn't want to go in anymore, you know, because you know it's the same, you know, thing and everything, you know. I mean, it's past really bad volleyball jokes, right? To I just no. And then Blue, you know, he brings up, you know, my fake death again, right? Which I don't know at this point. Like I told him before, fuck off with that, you know. You weren't aware of what was going on, you know, and as soon as it happened, you know, even Blue took Von Helton's side on that, not knowing the whole story, and even after being told the story, it doesn't matter that, you know, Von wanted me dead, you know. But you know, like he'll flip flop like that too. So I don't need people like that, you know. And if that means I'm not in a show or some shit like that with somebody, I mean, I do my own thing anyway, you know. So.
And that's what the thing is, you know. I mean, it's like you and I and Mud Rucker, Wilson here, and a lot of these other guys that come in. They're just here to hang out, shoot the shit, have fun, you know. Ain't no structured shit here where we got to have a producer, an assistant producer, an editor. I mean, we got Carl. What the fuck else do we need?
Well, besides there are shows that have that, but their structure is it like so it flows. It's not, you know, they have segments to the show and things, and it kind of flows. They have, you know, but you know, just saying we're going to talk about something is not a structure of a show. That's just, you know, or we'll have time limits, right? I get on the internet and I start talking, right? That's pretty much what I do. You know, I don't, you know, and I give somebody, I've been asked to do like compilations sometimes, and I only really do those well because I don't do scripts, you know, or I guess if I got paid enough, maybe, sure, absolutely, but, but you know, yeah. It's just not for me. Like I said, I don't hate the guy or anything like that. I just think he's a fucking slow.
No, but look,
you know?
straight up. I'm going to be honest with you right now. All right, you know the move I'm getting ready to do, right? All right.
Yeah.
You know I'm getting ready to move to New York City.
Right.
You know my other social media groups, Mob Spots,
right.
Gangsters, and Hit. All right, and you know what that's all about is about the history of the mob. All right. So I am going to be living where all this shit happened. What do you think I'm going to be doing on my days off? So would it be cool if I can start making these documentaries, all right, and get to the point where people go, this is pretty cool. Here you go. Thanks for your efforts. You know, here's a few bucks to maybe take a train ride over to New Jersey. So that's what it's about. But when you have dreams of being the biggest fucking thing on the internet with some paid orchestrated fucking show with producers and nobody knows who the fuck you are, all right, well, that's living beyond your dreams, pal. And just drop the arrogant attitude while you ain't even there. And
Well,
that's his thing.
the thing was when he starts talking about how like he can get people's doxes and stuff, right? And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I
And he's
don't.
been talking that for a while, brother.
Yeah,
He's been talking that for a while.
Why do you want to, right? You know, you want to like put out people's private information. Like I said, I get the whole thing with Shanny. It was funny. It told a story, you know. But when you don't like somebody or somebody upsets you, something like that, and you threaten, you know, it's like, oh, I can just, you know, you make it known that, you know, you can get their information. You can find out their third grade fucking report card. You know, I mean, who the fuck does that? You know,
I got the whole feeling like, so you're capable of getting anyone's personal information. Are you trying to lord that over me? Because I don't give a shit.
Right. Yeah. And that was part of what I was finally like going, really? This is where we're going with this? You know, I do this for fucking shits, right? You know, it's part of my entertainment, right? It's how I get through my day when I'm not doing other things. Like most of today, I wasn't even home, right? You know, yesterday, I wasn't home most of the day. I was on Facebook because some shit was going on. But I don't care enough about this to really have any of it really fucking matter in my life, you know, because none of it actually matters in my life, right? I watch it like interactive TV, you know, and if, like I said, if somebody wants to, I was talking to getting a Patreon and throwing my PayPal. If somebody wants to send me some money, like I said, for a cup of coffee or help me get something, absolutely, fine, you know. But I don't like require it. You know,
you don't sit here and claim that, hey, my power's about to be fucking shut off next week. Please send me money.
Yeah.
No.
Because, you know, before I do any of that, you know, like the little bit of money I have is budgeted towards bills and food and gas and things like that. And then what little bit I have left, I fuck off with, you know?
Exactly. There you go.
But,
hey, if you want to see a new background, send me the fucking money to, otherwise something fucked up.
Yeah, I'll go spend like $8 on fucking new background, you know, whatever, you know. But but that was my whole thing. At first it sounded like it, you know, it might be fun, but then it got like this weird, you know. And you know, maybe somebody else wants to do it. I don't know, but I don't feel comfortable around people that want to go, you know, claiming they can dox people and get all their information and hold it over them. You know, and, oh, I'm recording your channel now, so you know.
Man, you know what happened to me way back.
What's that?
Mean, motherfuckers flooded my entire fucking 16,000 fucking member employee email account with my videos.
Oh,
you know all that shit.
Yeah.
When I got doxxed back in fucking 2011,
right,
the motherfuckers made videos and sent it to every email recipient in the state university that I worked at for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were all fake videos. They were all altered and fucking doctored. And
the thing is,
it got to a point where I was called to the president of the university's office with the chief of police. Yeah.
And what good does that do? You know? I
mean, you know what the best part about it was everybody that was involved on my end had known me for 10 years.
Yeah.
And they knew it was all bullshit. So that's as far as it went.
Well, look at Irv claimed tonight that I called him a wife beater and tell people that I beat his kids. I have never called him a wife beater. I've never even insinuated that he hit his kids or his wife. Right. You know, I've never, and although I will go with the tendencies, and I'm starting to agree with the tendencies, and I'm starting to think more along that line. I've never called Vaughn a pedo, you know, but apparently he thinks I do, right? So
there's crazy things lately that kind of make you scratch your head, you know.
Yeah, I mean, and he talks about projection. You know, those people that talk about this stuff all the time. You know, now most people I knew, the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. I was in a couple like hangouts, watched a few things. People brought up the Jeffrey Epstein thing, and it was pretty much done. It was kind of a segment on a show, probably. Irv, or a lot of these things. Irv will spend a fucking hour talking about how other people seem to think that he's talking about things like that when he's the only one that's really talking about it. Whether it's pedophilia, whether it's child molesting, whether it's beating wife, whether it's any of this stuff. He's the one that is literally talking about it 24 hours a day in his fucking shows, you know?
You mean
so
that evil Von Helton guy?
Yeah, which nobody has ever called him that.
Exactly, but, except for him.
Yeah. But he's the one that's talking about it. Nobody's bringing that up. The reason why people are talking about it is because how he brings it up. You know, oh, everybody's calling me this. No, nobody's really calling him anything, right? He's taking that. You know, you take what people say and you spin it the way you want, right? So if people showing red flags, you know, makes you that fucking, you know, fidgety, well, you know.
The crazy part about the whole thing is when sorry, that was a bad long hit. When he went into tonight,
yeah,
the same fucking scripted, fucking committed to memory, fucking accusations and ridicule about me. When I was sitting there listening to it, I'm like, this is the exact fucking same script. Word for word, I've heard from your mouth. I literally, I felt like I was watching a video from fucking 7 years ago of him saying, and I'm amazed that he can. I mean, he just has it down like a fucking script to an old MASH episode he's been watching for 20 fucking years.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And I just thank God that everybody on the internet knows he's a wacko full of shit. And I'm a good man who loves my family. There you go.
Well, yeah, that was something I brought up to
your daughter into making that video, man, which shows what kind of vile human being you really are.
I know. I'm fucking.
You're a monster.
Trainee.
What evil did I do?
But yeah, like that was something I brought up on Secular Opinions channel a while back when he first went on Bruce's show to have a one-on-one, is that he's got this list of bullet points.
Yeah.
And it's all the same thing. It's all, you know, the Kenny KPZ, the, you know, George Bush pimps. It's this series of, you know, events that have happened that, yeah, he's committed them to memory.
I'm just honored that I'm mentioned among, you know, some of the founding fathers now. I mean, you know, yeah.
And I think a lot of it is just that's, you know, these are the personalities of people that have been on, you know, social media for as long as they have. And, you know, that's the thing that I find fascinating about it, is just when you can spend, you know, a decade on YouTube and accomplish absolutely nothing, but you refuse to quit.
After 10 fucking years, you're exactly the same fucking spot as you were on day one. And I'm going to fucking say it right here. Agent 19 and Monograph are doing the same fucking shit they were doing 12 years ago when I met them.
Yeah.
Same shit. No jobs, no fucking lives, 24-hour internet fucking drama, threatening to sue people, have the FBI come to their house, all kinds of shit. And I look at people like Secular and Polly and Kenny KPZ and fucking George Bush Pams and fucking all of us that, you know, we just dabble once in a while. We drop by to say, hey, what's up? And we make good friends with like Patrick. Fuck you, Patrick. I'm saying it. Patrick, I love you, man. Patrick is an amazing guy.
I've been
I disagree fucking politically. That's why we don't talk about politics, because we know we are awesome dudes.
We can't be friends on Facebook.
So many other aspects, you know. We know we're good guys. James Paul Hilton, you're not a good guy. Monograph, fucking grow up, dude. You're what? Same age as me? And you're still doing the same bullshit you did 20 years ago.
Without getting into politics and stuff, the one thing I'll never understand is why people such as I mean, I understand why somebody like Charlie or somebody has political stances the way you do economically and stuff. I get that. But I've never understood why people like Irv have the political stances they do while and shitting on the political system that actually feeds his family.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's the ultimate fucking hypocrisy. Yeah. I am the ultimate right-wing, conservative, red-blooded American, but God damn it, don't cut off my welfare.
Yeah.
And if you try and cut off my welfare, my benefits, my disability, if you try and take any taxes away from me, God damn it, I'll send you to prison.
Yeah. Well, look at Shanny and Rev, right? They're neither one of them, right? Rev got his money from his parents, right? Inheritance, right? Admittedly, I don't think he's probably ever had a job or any responsibilities, right? Shanny, she squirted out a few kids, but she depended on her husband, and she didn't really have any jobs, so she has no real. I mean, being a mother is life experience. I get that, right? But and then the shit that they spew out there, right? And when they've literally never done anything at their mid-30s, right? To help society, I guess, except for Rev giving out a few bucks to some homeless people, But yeah, it's like, oh, you liberals. It's like, you live in your bed, right? You make videos in your bed and stuff. You don't do anything productive in the world. And you're going to start talking about other people's political beliefs, and shit on them at that,
You forget Alex Jones is God to him.
Yeah, and Charles Manson is just a fucking, patsy hip.
A misunderstood youth.
Yeah, who stole from the Beatles. Yeah, or the Beatles stole from him, right? Not understanding that entire fucking backstory at all, right?
You're just too young to understand. You're just too old to understand it.
Yeah. Those things don't trigger me. Those things just annoy the fuck out of me because some people are too stupid to know any better, right?
No, dude, look, straight up, and I don't know if either one of you caught it, but I was watching one of her videos that she uploaded within the last week, and it might have been before the whole whatever that website release that shit was, but she was going off on Brett Keane about being a fat, overweight, bed-dwelling fucking internet troll.
Right.
And I'm like, bitch, I hope you're looking up and looking in the mirror while you're making this video, because you are exactly what you just described in Brett Keane.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is, But she's sexy. She thinks everybody wants to have sex with her. She'll tell people like, you'll never what was it? I think she told Alex, that guy Alex or something. It was like, or somebody's like, you'll never get this. Besides the whole G-Man thing, it's like, you'll never get this pussy. It's like, A, do you have one? And B, has anybody ever found it? I mean, it's like, no, it's not a pleasant thing to look at. You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig, you can dress them up, but it's still the same fucking thing, and it's not making fun of big people. It's, it's just Shanny, but,
so who wants to address the Rachel wannabe G-Man? If you're nice and you have love for people in your heart, you can move back into our home video.
Did you see that? She looked like Rachel Dolans or whatever, the girl that wanted to be black, right?
And yesterday, That bitch was pasty white as a child in February in Michigan.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But when she was in that fucking outfit today, I wanted to find me a copy of Al Jolson's Mammy. You know?
No, dude. I was like humming like the theme song from fucking Car Wash in my head when I saw that shit. You know, or I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah.
You know? That's exactly what it was. Wilson, have you seen it?
The Shanny video, no.
Oh, you've got to.
Oh no!
That,
oh my!
She looks like remember that Rachel Dolans, that girl that was in the NAACP in Washington that turned out
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got that hairdo and that skin complexion.
Dude, looks like she fell asleep in a fucking suntan booth for 12 hours. All right, that's how much makeup she has on, and she has a big fro wig with a headband on.
Yeah, I'm
surprised
go she didn't do this again like she did with.
Dude, you're suspended till you go watch it.
Oh God, it is. It's funny. So I didn't watch all of it. You know, I watched a few. So did she actually tell G-Man he could move back into that house?
Yes, and Rev was in the background agreeing with her. Yep. If you take the love of God in your heart for other people and feed people out of the home, then the faith and the Spirit of God will enter your soul again, and you can live in our home.
I think I know why she did that.
Why?
I think the reason that she did that was because during Dragnot stream at first, like G-Man was laughing about it, and then when the body cam footage got put up, he started white knighting for her, like, Drag, you shouldn't be doing this. You're gonna get in trouble.
Oh yeah,
G-Man.
Yeah.
Oh okay.
I was watching when he was like in the side chat, like trying to white. It was like, oh God, here we go again. There's gonna be a threesome.
And like that's the personality trait I picked up from Reverend Shanny, from a lot of people, is they're not looking for they need allies.
Yeah.
And it's not that they want allies, it's they want yes men. They want supplicants. Yeah. They want people that are going to agree with whatever they do, whenever they do it, without
What's that
question.
Whole brothers and sisters in Christ thing, that it's like, well, we all make bad choices, but we're a brother in Christ. We're a sister. It all goes back to the fucking God.
Yeah, but wait a minute, dude.
Clown car.
You were talking about fucking YouTube Christians. You're not talking about real people. You're talking about fakes, fucking scam artists, charlatans, fake ass criminal fucking record dodging motherfuckers. All right, you're not talking about a mom and pop raising their kids in fucking Nebraska that go to a fucking church buffet on Sunday. You know.
Right.
So, I mean, you know the difference.
Right.
These are charlatans. They're clowns. They're e-beggars.
Yeah.
They're scumbags.
Well, but we're brothers and sisters in Christ, man. We're believers, man. So God forgives us because we have the Spirit. We have the Spirit in us, man. We're walking with the Holy.
We're walking
with the Holy Ghost.
Inspired Shanny's ass to let G-Man move back into her no power, leaking assault weapon.
We're walking with the Spirit of Christ, man. I mean, Shanny even tells me she's sitting on the toilet. She has choke funds with God. Because God has such a sense of humor, and God. She was asking God, why she's the butt of all these jokes. And God told her, He says, "Well, look, I've got a sense of humor," and she understood that, and she's like a martyr like that. God is using Shanny so we can mock her ways, and if we mock Shanny, we're mocking God. Hey, Solar, what's up? But
we just got accused of not watching the side chat. Hey, what's up, Solar?
Oh, I'm sorry. God damn it. I've just, this has been a really weird couple of days, with the amount of pure fucking weirdness that's been going on.
Dude, all this shit just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it all started with the Shenny tapes. Okay.
Yeah.
That hit everybody. It was like, when the weatherman, when you went to bed, said, a low of 39 tonight, a few cloud covers, and you wake up the next morning and it's like 4 inches of fucking snow from a blizzard. That was the Jenny tape. I was like, are you serious? Holy shit. And then it continued on to Sister Sunshine last night, and they just the open step into the pew, you're behind the black screen confession.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep.
And now tonight it's a continuation of Lulz.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's wow, Sister Sunshine still got 49 people watching.
Yeah.
It's just her, Bruce, and Mark. Which, Mark is like Mr. Excitement, he comes in the room sometimes. I've asked sometimes why, he goes, I'm just here to watch,
Juan's still in there?
No, Sister Sunshine kicked him out, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
It was about 10 minutes ago.
She literally booted him, or?
Yeah, like she's going off on him right now. Like, not right now, but yeah, it's about 10 minutes ago.
Was he raging too?
Yeah, I think that they were talking about the Tiffany Moser thing.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, like she's dropping hammers on him.
Wow.
Like she's pissed.
Well, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, like she's telling him she's telling him that he needs to get help, that she's done with him, that she'll pray for his soul. But yeah, like she kicked him out. She booted him.
Wow. Be gone, pagan.
That's like his last sanction of
shit. Has anybody seen Brett Keane anywhere?
I think he was in the outside chat for the Sister Sunshine show, because there was one person saying,
like on cam or on mic anywhere.
No,
Twitch,
not on YouTube,
anywhere.
I'm pretty sure he's on BitChute, but yeah, I don't know if he's anywhere else.
When was his last BitChute video?
I've no idea. I've never really followed Brett, because
neither do I, but I haven't. Normally you see shit pop up in your site.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that I can't stand the sound of the guy's voice.
I know, me neither. I mean, literally, no, I take that back. If you ever want, when you're having a hard time going to sleep, all right, just put on a Brett King video. Your ass will be out in like 5 minutes. Seriously,
gentlemen, we need to take we need to take a Chicky Chica break.
All right.
She's in the room, so hey, Chicky, how you doing? Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all I'm saying. If you're having a hard time sleep, there you go. Watch a Brett Keane video. Listen to it.
Eat some brownies.
Close your eyes, put it on your phone, whatever. You'll be out in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I have no doubt that Vaughn's making a video response to Sister Sunshine as we speak.
Oh, I can't wait to, because what I knew when he redid that video, showing the about the Kelly tapes, and then he just reposted a bunch of videos that he's reposted again, saying, "See, I told you,"
Yeah, did you see how quick he posted that response?
Oh yeah. Well, he lost an ally.
Excuse me, that rebuttal.
Well, I mean, he pulled the exact same shit in that room as he did with Reverend Shanny, like saying, like, this is a setup. You guys set me up.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know. Maybe she's not going to do this, but at least so far, Sister Sunshine hasn't come back afterwards. I could have taken Vaughn's side on this, you know.
Yeah.
I showed kindness. Let me do this like this. I showed kindness. I showed generosity. I gave you guys a platform to talk and have conversations and meet people. And all you did was shit on me when I had a different thing, a different opinion that wasn't maybe so popular. Something that I've been hiding in myself my entire life, but I was afraid to come out with it. And then you just shit on me and told me what kind of a vile human being I was. You know, I could have taken Vaughn's side on this. Because let me tell you something right now. Vaughn was right about you on so many ways. But of course, you were also right about Vaughn in so many ways. So yeah, that's my moment of shanty for the evening. Oh God, I just think it's funny. But yeah, I can't wait for Vaughn's next video. Right? Apparently, Sister Sunshine. You know, they're gonna have to. I'm wondering if Hell Cell is going to be co-ed or if they're going to have different sections. Um, and what happens if people identify as different things? They can't just have a men's section and a women's section in Hell Cell. You know, they got to have a section for people that want to identify certain things that need a safe space. So
yeah, but how many safe spaces are we going to need?
I don't know.
How many different things people like? If I come out tomorrow and say I want to identify as a kangaroo,
yeah,
they have to provide me my own cell.
Yeah, I know how you feel. You know, I identify as a lobster, right, or as a crustacean. Exactly. My preferred pronoun is lobster, right? How will my accommodations be met, right? Are my civil rights going to be violated as well? You know,
I mean, if I declare I'm a Klingon, does that make me an ambassador to a different universe? So therefore, I deserve my own diplomatic cell.
Yeah, and you could be more or less sovereign fucking visiting alien, you know, diplomatic immunity.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, but you know, I'm sure everything's going to take care of itself because you know, like Vaughn took 2 years of real estate law, and none of us have taken that. Not that I know of. You know, I mean, we sent Carl. You know, we sent Carl to a couple correspondence courses. You know, for legalese matters and stuff. And
okay, now wait a minute. Now look, you bring this up, and it made me think about what he claimed the other night.
What's
and
that?
You make a perfect point about 2 years of of real estate law. Okay.
Yeah.
But then he goes on about how he had all that college debt hanging over his head, how he never paid those college bills, how his mother was still paying on those college bills. So if he never paid off his student loan to the college, did he actually get his degree in real estate law?
Oh yeah, because
I think if you still owe money to the school, nah, fuck you. Yeah, I mean you're ready to graduate, but pay us up and we'll give you your degree.
Yeah, but your degree is taken care of usually a finance company. You know, I mean, I know people that have.
Do you think he has like a copy of his degree, not his official degree?
If he's got a degree, he's got a degree because you know you get a college diploma if you haven't paid your student loan off. You know, I mean.
Yeah, but is his real degree like in a file cabinet at the student loan company that owns his company?
Well, I'm sure it's lost in the same drawer as his father's Army as Medal of Honor. You know, so when they
and do you think like when he went to like test at the bar with those other 300 people, you know, and like nobody passed? Do you think they asked him, like, are you current on your student loans for your real estate law degree?
Well, see, when Vaughn went to a bar to take a student loan, He wasn't aware of what kind of bar it was, and he just went in there and he goes, "I don't drink." And they said, "Okay," and he walked out. And that's how he
Yeah,
flunked
but do
the
you
bar.
think they said, "Yeah, but we got wings"?
That's true. Okay, here.
That kind of surprised me that he didn't turn around and went, "Boo."
Yeah, but I don't know. You know, dealing with his legal expertise, you know, I just hope Paulie's van or his bus or his Winnebago, whatever he has, is big enough for everybody. And
Oh, dude, he was going off on Paulie tonight. That motherfucker was trying to buy my children. Did you hear him?
yeah, yeah. And
It was
the whole
like
thing,
10, 15 minutes. I was laughing. I almost called Paulie. Dude. You
I
know
was
what?
wondering if he hadn't popped in. I was wondering.
No, he wasn't on. And man, I was like so close to calling him. Going,
Yeah,
dude,
hearing
I'm
that,
sorry. I'm sorry if I woke you up, you know, but
hearing that
dude,
story.
you gotta hear this shit.
Oh shit. Bozo, if you're out there, man, please, if you're out there, please, I need like something done with it. It'd be really nice. It'd be like a holiday present for me if you could do something with that thing where he called me a drug addict, alcoholic or some shit. I'm a
Yes, I
alcoholic.
hope somebody recorded this whole show because
Oh God, it has to be. You know.
I'm
you
sure
know
Adam's working on it.
I figured shit stain was gonna drop off like he couldn't last long. After like so I said, fuck it, I'm done with listening to his bullshit. I'm gonna go chill out with my friend. And I couldn't even imagine he's still going on.
I couldn't see for the longest time. When people were like, "Oh, hers on Sister Sunshine State channel and stuff," I have a hard enough time watching her, right? And then when he'd be on there and stuff, for the longest time, she'd let him just talk about stupid shit, right? And I'm like, and then she's got that look on her face, and I'm like, oh, geez, what do I do? Stab my face in the fork, with forks, or stab myself with forks or drink bleach? This is just shitty stuff, And then apparently, I guess digging for gold, you eventually find something, because
Man.
it's and who would have thought? I mean, the end
I
might have
know.
come in the weirdest places.
I was surprised it came out there. I mean, it's just like Secular was saying last night, I mean, he was playing along with the whole thing.
Yeah.
I knew he watched the whole thing. He's like, I haven't seen any of
Right.
this. But he knew fucking what the next scene after the commercial was, And it blew me away because she was like, you would see at points on the look on her face.
Right.
It was like, oh my God, did he really just say that?
Yeah.
Well, even when his kids kept on coming on cam.
Oh yeah.
She had to think like, this guy is going nuts, raging and throwing a tantrum in front of his computer in the presence of his children.
Yeah.
Thankfully, thankfully she was smart enough to. What do you mean?
About what? What was the whole topic?
Oh, like the
being accused of being a pedophile.
I'll be right back.
It was a whole night of rage about being accused of a pedophile. And if you aren't, why would you go on for fucking 11 years to such a degree of, you know what I mean?
Like that's the part of I find completely disturbing with personalities like that. And it's one of the reasons why that when I first found out, when I first discovered Vaughn, I fell into it. So I just started watching, video after video after video when Vaughn Ruined His Own Life's channel first came out. And it's like watching a case study of just people who do not exist until they're in front of a camera on their computer. And it's people like Vaughn, it's people like G-Man, it's people like Revan Shaney. Like something is lacking in their life to such a degree that they don't like when Vaughn wakes up, he's James. He's just the fucking failure of the family, the idiot, the conspiracy theorist who doesn't have a job, doesn't take care of his kids. Everyone knows it. Everyone ignores it. But the second he sits down and he, turns his camera on, he becomes Von Helton. He becomes the most hated man on the internet. And that's the person he wants to be. He wants to be the bad guy. He wants to be the victim.
Exactly. And all of those people that you mentioned, all right, including probably a whole host of more that you can think of that I know of. And I mean, it's like you said, it's like coming on to a new show on Netflix.
Yeah.
You may see an episode in the 4th season. All right. That was so fucking cool that you spend like a week sitting with your girlfriend on the couch binge watching the first 3 seasons. And I lived it from the start with Vaughn, but it's like the amazing of fail, and everybody that you mentioned, and a lot more we can think about. Think of one thing they all have in common: that their whole life is appearing on camera in huge mass portions of a day or a week, throughout the week, displaying their entire life. Like back in the old day when Vaughn would display the entire Helton home for 14 hours at a time, live on TV. And all these people sit and bitch and complain and about the problems of the world, but they're on the internet 20 of the 24 hours a day involved in drama. None of them have jobs. Half of them are on welfare. It's just the levels and epics and different reasons of fail are all different, but they're all failures. They're all failures.
Yeah, like there's a prime example of that. It's from G-Man, where it was right after he had taken his month off, which it wasn't a month off because he didn't make 3 days before he's back on camera. And he's setting up a live show and he's outside, and he's live, but he doesn't realize he's live yet, so he's just staring into the camera, and he has this absolutely blank expression on his face, like dead behind the eyes. And then once he realizes he's live and that there's somebody watching him, he has this incredibly disturbing smile just come across his face. And, Gary ceases to be. Now he is G-Man. Now he is relevant. Now he's important. And like, it was legitimately disturbing to me.
Yeah, exactly. Do you really think Brett Keane sits and talks the way he talks in videos when the camera or the mic is off? No, it's Dorn or mac and cheese. And it's fucking back to watching Ridiculous on MTV and playing video games. And that's his whole fucking life. Same with G-Man. It's just a life of fail, and it's sad. Honestly, it's sad.
That was something I brought up to a couple of people that helped out on the Shaney video that Alex did, was that I do think it's important that people archive these things because, personalities like that, they have a really nasty habit of deleting videos when they realize, oh my, this makes me look really bad. That's why Vaughn has had to, rewrite history God knows how many times, because he realizes that for the first, part of his marriage, he displayed himself to the entire internet of being a neglectful husband and a neglectful father. You can't tell me that, you're going to do a 12-hour live show and take care of your kids at the same time. Nobody's that stupid. And, he'll deny it up and down because he has to. But that's why he loves the Mandela effect. He loves the Mandela effect because it allows him to, hand wave away anything he's done wrong.
That wasn't me. Matter of fact, if this Von Helton was any different, I'd be kicking their asses and suing them. But that
Yeah.
was Von
The
Helton.
former me was, he was a pussy. He was a bitch. He let these guys get away with it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going after these guys. Who's he going after?
No one in the 12 years I've known him.
Yeah,
No.
the only victory he's ever claimed that one of his haters got taken out by the gods was Southern Raven. And the fact that he was joking around about that is just, that's the kind of person he is.
Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it. No. I mean, I just, I knew her for a long time. I mean, phone calls, personal messages, a long time. She was just, and for motherfuckers to bring it up, in like trolling aspects.
Yeah,
you are the lowest scumbag fucking pieces of shit on fucking earth ever. And you know what? You wish at the greatest moment of your fucking life, all right, you could ever equal 1/10 of what an amazing, fabulous woman she was. All right. So that's all I got to say.
Who are we talking about?
Jennifer.
Oh, God. And I missed it. I'm sorry. Can we do that again?
No, we can't.
Oh.
So anyway, like Von Helton with this pathetic, like, I'm going to repost a video of
I miss Jennifer.
This, yeah. Yeah, really. It wasn't nothing.
Sorry, I brought the room down.
No, you're good, brother. No, I'm glad you did. Glad you said that.
What did you bring up?
That was something I've been wanting to say to people that I pray to God are watching this show.
What, the people that gave shit on what happened to Jennifer?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're scumbags.
Yeah. If anybody in life ever deserved to be tied to the back of a fucking bumper and dragged about a quarter of a fucking mile, yeah, it's that scumbag motherfucker.
Yeah. I agree.
So anyways. So how about them Red Sox? Oh, wait a minute, wrong season.
The Patriots, this might not be the year they win the Super Bowl, But I don't know.
Dude, did you catch that game last night? I didn't catch it. I was working, but I heard about it.
Which game?
The Cowboys. Who was it? I don't know. I ain't gonna go into all that. The game was like, I don't know. It was a blowout.
Oh, who won, the Cowboys or the Bears?
The fucking Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking humiliated the Cowboys. Came from like way behind and beat them.
Well, that's Dallas.
Anyways, so Vaughn's standing up there using that fake. Remember the old video of the fake lawyer with just the video? I was laughing my ass off that he put that in this video.
Oh, the guy with the white shirt.
Video. Yeah, the guy with the white shirt and the tie.
Yeah, that really. Yeah, that was like, oh my God, this guy with a white shirt, not no face.
Oh, I'm scared now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a guy with two microphones, a white shirt, and a blue tie, and I can't see his face.
Yeah.
I better be sweating the hell cell right now. Better be calling Polly and tell him to stock up on razor blades and garlic.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, fellas, I got to jump out of here because I got to get to bed.
Well, thank you so much for popping in, Wilson.
Hey, thanks for having me, brothers.
Hey, no problem. Take it easy.
Yep. Have a good night.
All right, Wilson. I'll catch you later, brother. Actually, man, you know what? I got to be up at like 5:30.
Yeah, I actually got something to do a little bit later and stuff, and I don't want to waste the effects of this brownie, on just fucking talking about nothing. But No, yeah, it's been a crazy few days, and we get those every once in a while. Those sudden fucking low storms, you know.
It's
Um,
like, remember living in California when you used to get the nor'easters?
yeah.
It would blow through. That's what these little storms are like.
Well, we just had a couple little short bursts, winter out here, um,
Right?
or winter. The storms are coming early this year, and they're
Yeah.
coming from different fucking directions every fucking time,
Oh, I
man.
know.
Holy
It's
shit!
crazy. Dude,
Coming out of nowhere.
it was 64 today,
Oh, really?
and yesterday it was a high of 35.
Yeah, it was like
So
28 today or something. You see, the thing is,
last weekend I got sick as shit. I literally was like overdosing on NyQuil and sleep
eh,
for like a day and a half,
that
and I am
groggy
still
feeling.
congested.
Yeah,
I can for a week later, man, my sinuses are still packed.
yeah, it's nothing like those NyQuil comas that you go in and out of. You know,
Oh,
you wake up
the
and
dreams were awesome, dude.
you still feel
The
like shit,
dreams were
but you
awesome.
slept like a motherfucker.
But
Oh
you know what?
god,
I woke up feeling better, you
huh?
know. And it was crazy. Like in that 36 hours, I
Yeah.
cooked a whole turkey.
Wow.
And I barely remember it. I remember the timer going off, all right, because the kids couldn't come over. My granddaughter wasn't feeling good. So they didn't want to take her out on a 36-degree day. I had already cooked a turkey. I was sick, right? So I literally woke up, deboned the whole thing, cut everything up, put it in Tupperware, put it in Ziploc bags, put it in the refrigerator, and went back to bed.
Wow. So you weren't stuck with a chicken in one hand and a calendar in
And the
another
phone in
hand
the other,
and a
wondering
third.
why the fuck CPS is at my front door with the Clay
Yeah.
County Sheriff.
He
No,
make all he needed was a dress and some pearls and some heels, and he would have been June Cleaver at that point. You know what I mean?
it's fucking
Um,
exactly
you know
Ward.
what I mean? It's like,
Welcome
oh my
home.
god, it was Thanksgiving. I was getting everything ready, and I had my chicken in my hand, and I had the phone, and I was looking at the calendar, going, oh my god, are we going to have enough, salad bowls for all of our guests? And then, oh
You
my
know
god,
what's funny
the
is
store.
I
It's CPS.
imagine the same thing you're describing now, but I'm not laughing until I hear you describe it.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, who could that be? My gosh, it's the police. What could they want?
Oh
Children,
my God.
come over here for a moment and let's talk with the officer. There seems to be some sort of misunderstanding, right? Did somebody not take
Uh-huh.
a bath last night? you know, didn't I
Yeah.
tell you not to wear that dirty shirt? I told you that shirt was dirty yesterday. I told you somebody might say something. You go in that room right now and you wash up and you come in with a better shirt on. You know better than that.
Exactly. Did Marcia
Um,
tell you not to bathe? No, officers. Look, seriously. My cousin Marcia, she was over here yesterday. She told them not to bathe, to put on the same clothes. And look, they even went out in the yard and rolled around in dog poop to make themselves smell better. It was
yeah.
all Marcia. Yeah, she was behind it all.
See,
That was why. That's why, because since the CPS took my kids out for an interview for 5 minutes
they got an
before
F.
they put them in the back of a patrol car to drive them to my house one time. That's why they've been getting Fs
No,
all
they're getting
semester.
no. They've been getting Fs all that semester because once again, nothing's being done. There's no stimulation. There's no, you know, parental guidance. I guess you'd call it. They come home, they play, stay away from me. Did you go do your homework? Look, Daddy, what we have. Yeah, okay, go do it. I'm building your legacy right now. Speaking of which, I got to
And
go.
honestly, I mean, look, you had kids. I had kids. Remember when they were at that age? When
Yeah,
they came home, do you think the first thing they wanted to do was homework?
yeah.
No. You were bugging them 2 or 3 hours later. Do you have homework?
Right.
And they're delaying not wanting to do it because they're eating whatever, cinnamon toast crunch, whatever, watching cartoons. All right. So with him sitting in his computer room / bedroom / monitoring room, NASA Central, with the box of trash blocking the door. Do you think he's really getting up off his ass and going out there and making sure his kids are doing their homework? Or is he in there jerking off to fucking Fallout 4?
I would pretty much go for the latter. You know,
I'll take the option too as well.
Yeah. But the whole thing, it's the CPS. It's their fault. The kids were taking. That's why they're getting Fs. There comes a point, where like a lot of times, I think teachers will notice things. They'll keep an eye on things. Because nobody wants to be that person that makes that false claim. Or that. So a lot when you call somebody like CPS. I think a lot of people, they want to be sure they see something over and over, maybe not just one day, because, I think, most kids have, gone to, there were a couple times when I was a kid, I just said, fuck it, went to school. I probably looked, but so, that's a kid, but when there's a pattern, right. And it happens continuously, that's when they start like contacting people. They're not trying to like steal your. That whole idea of like, oh, it's a conspiracy. They just want to take my kids. Nobody is trying to take anybody's kids from anybody, right? That's the last thing they really want to do. That's not their job. They'll do it a little faster now because they've learned from the past, right? That sometimes if they wait too long, it can be too late. It's not a black and white thing. There's sometimes, kids are taken and it turns out to be unsubstantiated, right? You still want to look at the best interests of the children, right? It's nothing personal to CPS, right? They're not, going, oh, let's pick on these people because they're poor. There's a lot of poor people that have kids that don't ever get their kids taken away, right? Because they utilize what they have, right? Programs, right? They and they do things the way they're supposed to. They don't fight back. They might not like the rules all the time, but they comply, right? And when you comply, and you're on programs and stuff, there tends to be less of a problem. But if you try to sit there and dictate what programs are going to do for you when they don't, then when that's not what they do, that's not what they offer, then you're going to start having problems. If you start dictating to the police, how they're going to treat you, right? That's not going to turn out too well for you, right? But yeah, it all goes back to, there's a reason CPS knows your name, right? And it's got nothing to do with the trolls and the haters and, and all that shit. If the internet didn't exist, CPS, well, then we don't know if Irv would have ever had Andrea. But if like trolls, haters, and naysayers didn't exist, I'm sure CPS would still know fucking Irv's name, right? And how to get to his house, right? Because people notice things. They'll notice things, and because you notice there's been times where you go, oh, you can ask the people at Walmart with my kids about my kids. You can ask the people at Golden Corral or Burger King, right? Who the fuck is going to go to Burger King, right? Or Walmart, and you go show little pictures of these kids and go, do you remember these kids? Were they in the other day? Were they being okay? Were they being good kids?
Did they stink like shit?
Yeah.
No, the funniest part is where he claims all of those witnesses actually came into court.
Right.
I mean, at one time he literally said they were parading witnesses through court.
Right.
Like it was a field trip, testifying on his behalf. What a great guy he is.
Yeah. It's like, no, they didn't. His whole area where he lives, everybody knows he's the clown idiot. He's that weird guy,
Look! When they were building the tables, remember when he set the
Yeah,
camera down and walked away, and they
yeah,
were talking shit about him?
yeah. Like, what the fuck is this camera doing here, right? And
And these are people that know him.
yeah, if you need anything, just let me know. It's like, well, why don't you come in here and like give us a hand? I mean, we're not getting paid much to do this. And excuse me, can you explain to me once again, why we're doing this? You want to do what? Oh God. I can understand some old guy retiring or something like that. Some old guy retiring, going, you know what? I think I'm gonna build me some Hot Wheels in the garage. I always liked Hot Wheels when I was a kid. Can't really get around much like that. Fucking, I'm gonna build me a little Hot Wheels track, right? I can understand that. I mean, and to each his own, right? People, there's grown men that play with slot car racing still, or the little tiny trains, or whatever. It's something from their childhood. It's something they remember, and later in life, they can have fun with it. Probably spend a little bit more money on it than they would have as a kid. But still, it's a nostalgia hobby, right? But then you get Irv, who creates the gravy dome, and it's got this giant monstrosity that 10 years from now, people will be talking. Whatever happened to the gravy dome? The biggest woulda, coulda, shoulda, could have been in racing history. Where did it go south?
See, I'm still wondering if he's going to have little miniature hookers next to the little miniature grandstands
I'm all
by
in
the
for
little
that.
miniature outhouses, $10 rim jobs.
Yeah, little tiny dime bags of fucking weed. Little tiny
out in the parking lot.
little tiny 8 balls.
I'm still wanting to know how he's going to build this great, huge Ford dealership tower with a waterfall and a river and a bridge and all that shit when he can't stop playing with the fucking cars. Everybody always makes it's like 5 minutes of working on something and 45 minutes of shooting cars down the track.
Trying to get that, once they got caught with those illegal fucking launchers and rubber bands, trying to get, because, like we said before, racing is a very competitive sport, when they got caught using those, not using the same rubber bands on each launcher, how many races were fixed by then, because everybody knew that the right side was better, but if you got stuck on the left side, you were pretty well fucked,
Yeah.
And it probably cost a lot of drive. It costs a lot of those little tiny drivers a lot of fucking little tiny fucking paychecks, And when the drivers don't get paid with those little tiny paychecks, those little tiny fucking hookers, don't get to give their hand jobs and rim jobs, and the little tiny fucking drug dealers don't get to sell their little bags of fucking little crack and a little fucking meth and things like that. So everybody loses out. It trickles down like that.
I know I saw one video where the little tiny cops were outside in the parking lot because some motherfucker got stiffed on his little tiny bet, with some other little tiny motherfucker, and he was laying right there on the cardboard parking lot. Of course, it wasn't painted black; it was still cardboard color. But there was some little motherfucker like that, and there were like little tiny cops next to the little tiny cop car.
That was the auxiliary. That was the auxiliary fucking parking lot. That was the extra parking lot area. It should have been covered in like dirt. Anyway, sorry. There was a little tiny cop beating up a little tiny black guy out in the street. Little tiny Billy Club. It was a little tiny drug deal gone bad. Oh God. Oh,
Look,
I was talking to a couple.
look. Straight up, let me explain to you where all that comes from. The morning I was listening to him after the whole racing thing started, and he was
Right.
talking about the grandstands with the little
Yeah.
tiny people.
I
There's
remember.
a Sopranos episode
Yeah.
where Tony's with a crooked city councilman, and they're planning this whole fucking esplanade fucking project and all this shit, and they got a model, and he's like, hey, they're gonna have little tiny hookahs down there in Newark to blow the little construction workers. And I just died that morning when I heard him talk
Yeah.
about little people.
I saw that clip. It was, but yeah. I mean, little people at the racetrack matter too, because without the little people in the stands, there would be no little people fucking diecast racing. So, uh, but yeah, I'm just hoping that. Well, I think like all of us, we're just hoping for the best because look at all the people that look at the investment that's happened, right? The infrastructure that's being built, right, or improved. Um, I'm sure somewhere there's some roads being constructed and some little tiny porta potties being brought in. Uh, Jobs are being created. You know, I mean, this stuff doesn't happen by itself. And
No, I mean, but yeah,
if it all
you
goes
got to
up,
remember they all have sponsors. They all
yeah.
have sponsors. All right.
Well, we're talking
Like
about the
a
little
lot
people.
of top racers have Phil Rouse, right?
Yeah,
Well, he has Ma Hilton.
I'm talking
Ma
about
Hilton.
the fans, though. The people that sell the hot dogs and the ticket takers.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. There's a lot of contracts to think in that.
Yeah, and if it
Man, that
all
ain't
blows
cheap.
up, can you imagine the devastation to the economy that might happen out there with all the little tiny fucking people?
I mean, can you imagine if he can't pay to have the outhouses sucked out? I mean, you can have like 10,000 little people sitting in your stands with nowhere to take a shit.
Grandpa Irv, I wouldn't be surprised if CPS does watch his videos. Oh, Chicky Chica. Vaughn needs everything to be miniature so that he looks bigger. Optical illusion. Absolutely. Because since he's been a kid, he even admitted that even when he was a little kid that got picked on and everything, he always considered himself like smarter than everybody else, including teachers. So, yeah, it's been a problem his entire life.
He's probably the only 56-year-old that can go back to high school and doesn't say, damn, everything seemed so much bigger back then.
Yeah.
He was the same fucking size.
Yeah. He'd go into a fucking high school and be like, just like I remember, as a 56-year-old guy.
Somebody would have to be there picking on him, though, to really make it a true event.
I don't think that would take much time.
No.
Because I mean, when I did the college thing briefly as an older person, I felt weird a lot of times. Like sitting at a table, like in a cafeteria or in an area library, reading, and just the commotion around me, what was going around me. It's like kids that were like 30, 40 years younger than me, and I'm like, yeah. Get the fuck away from me, But
yeah, I know, but yeah, you know what? In that case, it would probably be the fuck's that smell? Holy shit! Where's that coming from?
Yeah, well, that would have been from my car.
There.
Yeah, that would have been in my car. That would have been in my car,
No, that would be Vaughn for the day sitting in a fucking high school.
Oh yeah, like that smell.
That smell. I don't know. Call the janitor. The sewer might be backed up.
It was like 3-month-old lunch meat in summertime in a locker. Oh.
with cottage cheese on the side.
Oh yeah, you know, I don't. I've seen it happen, but not to me personally, or like anybody that I've actually known. I mean, I've known of people, but I can just imagine the devastation when, or the confusion. You know, the kids get sent home. You know, they tell the people at CPS at the school what's going on, and then they call CPS, and then they talk to the kids, and then Vaughn tells them it's all a lie, right? I mean, the kids got to know we don't take a bath very often, right? No, we don't wash our hair, right? We wash our hair once a week, or we take a bath, or I sleep in my clothes because it's, for whatever reason. Um,
That
I
was
mean,
the
they've
biggest
got to be kind of
outrage.
confused because they have. It's like because like if they say well he stunk. Well, the kid doesn't understand at that age probably that they stink. You know what I mean? They have to be told they stink. I know
Yeah.
you can smell it, but if you don't understand that
Yeah.
this isn't, then the child doesn't really know, right? I mean, there
Yeah.
comes a point later in life where, okay, you're old enough to know that you stink now. It's because it's before the kids discover things like deodorant,
Yeah.
and hygiene
Yeah.
when their bodies start to
Yeah.
change and everything, right? It's that kind of
And it
development.
is Clay County, Kentucky. So
Yeah. So, but once you like when a child realizes like, oh yeah, okay, well that's what if I do this I don't smell, whatever, and then to be told that that's bullshit, you know um it's got to kind of weigh on the kid a little bit. How come they're saying this if my dad's, who do um can
yeah.
everybody be wrong? You know what I mean? It's got to, it's going to start playing on the kids, because why is everybody saying this? Why are they picking on him? Right?
And that age, and at that age, other little kids who you're going to listen to aren't going to
Yeah,
say that to you,
yeah,
because they're afraid to hurt your feelings.
yeah,
You know, I mean, children are the most innocent and honest and direct with other kids that
yeah,
out of anybody. You
yeah,
know, we curb our tongue. We were afraid to offend people or piss them off. Stuff like that. But children are the most honest among all people.
yeah. That's
Especially
why
to an
that's why
level top. So they're not going to say
that's
that.
why that's why kids are cruel. Because
Yes. Kids
kids,
say the most amazing things.
yeah. But
No, literally, the saddest part about this whole thing is that when he was going on about the whole story about he was most outraged and
right,
screamed the most about how dare anybody speak to my children
right,
without me there. Why?
right,
So he can coach them,
yeah,
tell them what to say to people.
yeah,
That's the first thought in my mind.
yeah. I mean, you know, social workers walk will are assigned to schools and daycare centers um, for a reason. Um, and some social workers can be a pain in the ass. They probably should have another occupation. I understand that, but their goal is not to take a child away from a family. Their goal is to uh, find early signs, red flags, that might be happening, because
Yeah.
for so many years, for so long, things are hidden in a house. What goes on in a house. Well, we come from a different stock, back
Yeah.
and forth. It's nobody else's business
We've
what
seen it
goes on.
that he claims is hidden.
Yeah, it's nobody's business what goes on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Well, that's true to an extent, right? If there
Yeah.
is abuse going on behind closed doors, people need, because people need a way out, right? I mean, like when I was a kid, if you were being abused, or if you said something, chances are the first thing you did was call your parents, And if your parents were the abusers, okay, you were fucked, right? Because oh well, I don't know. Johnny likes to act up. He talks things and stuff, and he goes back home. So there had to be mediation. There had to be advocates out there, you know. And
There had to
Von
be an outside caring source,
right, and
somebody
Von,
from the outside to pay attention.
right, and that's
and
the
look.
same way with that it happens with domestic abuse now, right? Like, well, somebody,
Exactly.
you know, if it gets to that point, you know,
Yeah.
where the state is called, or you know, the police or something like that. Well, if you know when they're called, then it's their job then to find out what happened, right? You know, and it's the same way with like I said with domestic abuse, right? You
Oh
used to
yeah.
see what happened behind
Trust me,
closed
look,
doors.
brother.
Yeah,
There's been plenty of times I've been to calls where I could tell the wife was scared to death. And
yeah,
she says, "We're fine. No, we were just having an argument."
yeah,
And I could tell by her hair is
yeah.
messed up. The kids are
Right.
over in or over in the corner
Yeah,
screaming and crying. I knew
yeah,
this was no. But
right.
if the laws in California at that time, all right, well, if nobody wants to press charges, we
Yeah,
better not get called back here again. But
right.
see ya, you
Yeah.
know.
And then something would happen, and somebody would say, "Well, why didn't somebody do something?" You know, aren't there ways to? So I mean, and that's the way society's gotten. So is it perfect? No, right? But you know, 19 kids aren't killed every time you know CPS came to Vaughn's house, right? They probably came to Earth's house for very good reason. He didn't have hundred. If he had hundreds of fucking CPS workers in his backyard, then they really thought something was going on, right? First of all, there wasn't. No CPS worker walked up to him and said, "Where's all my caseworkers? They're in my backyard. It could have been a barbecue." No, if there were that many people there, then there was a real big problem, right? It wasn't just because they were called by the trolls and stuff like that, right? That probably that had
There are
nothing to
3
do-
CPS investigators in the entire Clay County.
right,
3.
right, and
That's
they
it.
know it, yeah. And if
Yeah.
the CP and if those 3 people know your name, there's a reason, and it's not because of internet trolls, you know. It's because everybody knows who the fuck you are, you know. I mean, he's the village idiot of you know Clay County, Manchester. You know, every when he goes down the road, I'm sure everybody knows who the fuck he is, right? Um, it just you know.
I mean, it's I would love to equate him to Otis, but everybody loves Otis.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
what I was gonna mention. He's like,
Yeah, but everybody loves Otis.
yeah,
You
like
know?
the Cobes or something like that. But at least
Yeah.
some people like the Cobes. You know, I mean, there's
I like the
well,
Cobes.
no, no,
Dude, I
I
love
mean,
the
there's
Cobes,
like,
man.
oh, yeah, there's
I
like,
am a fucking Cobes
but he's
fan.
still the village idiot. Yeah, he's not.
Yes.
He's like that
Yes.
guy. I was saying this the other day. It's like where I live. There's like the people that dress funny, right? The goths or whatever the dog call, you know, that'll walk down your street, right? And the punk rock, I don't know, whatever they call them now, right? That are walking down the street, right? He is that person. You know, people see somebody like that and they go, God, I wonder what this motherfucker does if he's at home, right? In their
Exactly.
coats, right? He's that weirdo in your town, right? That you go,
You're curious,
yeah,
man. He's like the oddity.
yeah. And I mean,
And then you sit in that cafe and you hear him talking over in the corner, and you
yeah,
go,
God, the
"This
cat.
kid's more entertaining than I thought."
Yeah, you know, not here, you know, but he doesn't go out and hurting people. He doesn't threaten people. You know,
Well,
he
he doesn't have children he's neglecting.
right. You know, I mean, the worst thing he could be doing, I mean, at best, the worst thing he's doing is wasting taxpayers' money and killing himself and gonna get early diabetes and maybe
No,
some.
the worst thing he's doing is fucking up some good cheeseburger with fucking Doritos and all this
Yeah,
weird shit.
I have never. I mean, I've gone
Dude,
through.
he's on to something with like a really off the wall, weird fucking cooking show. He's got something there.
Yeah, but it's to me, it's like no. I've gone through my phase of I wonder what this would taste like in this, and changing and thinking something was going to taste good, and going, ooh, you know. But yeah, man, you can only fuck up so many good cheeseburgers, so many pizzas, you know. Putting fucking,
exactly.
you know. Now look, I put Doritos and potato chips in my fucking ham and cheese sandwich, or my bologna and cheese sandwich, or something like that for that extra crunch. I get that, right? Some Fritos, but some of the
Oh
stuff
yeah, dude.
too.
Fritos on a bologna sandwich.
Yeah,
That shit rocks.
but
That's awesome.
the stuff that he does, it's like criminal to the food. It's like,
Yeah,
no, this should be illegal. No, please stop.
I know.
No,
Yeah.
no, you don't put fucking Skittles on. Didn't he put Skittles in a pizza or something?
Yes, I saw him.
And
I think it was Skittles on pizza or something.
pizza, and then putting something, and it's like, no, there's a lot of wonderful flavors there. I get the whole infusion thing, which
Sometimes when I watch them do shit like that, I just think, damn, I wish I could be that high.
no, I don't want to be that. I mean, God, you know what? I have beat the fuck out of some goddamn.
I have not been that high in like 30 years.
I've been fucked up and just pounded the fuck out of some food, knowing that I was like gonna throw up, being sick. I just ate so much, and I'm going, I can't eat no more. And then 5 minutes later, I still got a full stomach, and I'm just. I mean, I've gone. I understand that, right? But that would be like eating like a couple Five Guys fucking double cheeseburgers, or some Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's not like putting everything literally that I can think of, together and making a calzone pizza sandwich or some shit, with pepperoni and bacon and chocolate sauce
and head cheese and some fucking whipped cream.
It's like sending a blind man to the grocery store and saying, whatever he comes back with, we're gonna make a sandwich.
There you go. That's
exactly. I was like,
well, brother. Hey, look.
Yeah, you gotta pop out.
Fun, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta be up in like 5 hours.
Yeah. Well, you have a wonderful evening, sir. Thanks for copping in.
Man, it's been awesome. I hate to drop out early, but
I just, you know what? Every time I get that Vaughn moment,
yep.
There's a little angel up in heaven that rings a bell,
exactly.
And it makes my day.
Another pagan gets his pentagram, right?
Yeah, and just the fact that you get mentioned, on the, when I get mentioned with you and Secular and Paulie and even Kenny KPZ and stuff, I feel as if
wait a minute, look, you're a made guy in Secular's crew now. You got to fucking.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
still some low ass little scumbag associate running around in the street trying to make a living. You're a fucking capo in the Secular crew. You got a fucking wrench.
I saw that and I was like, holy crap. And we were talking about that in one of my live streams, and I was like, can I call because that's like, like international royalty,
Yeah, you're part of the family.
Maybe like Lord Lobster or
you kind of, remember because it was Secular's pasta eating crew. Yeah, so you a capo now. You got a wrench.
Yeah,
you're a capo regime.
Man, I was like, I became literally. I even told my wife. I said, you know what? I said, I've never been one person that the whole mod thing. Why the fuck do you want a blue wrench? But sometimes if you have a blue wrench, it's like
kind of cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway, you take it easy. Go do what you do.
Anyways,
fix toilets.
Yep, I'm out. And look, I'll be around tomorrow. Hit me up on Facebook. I love you, brother.
I love you too, man. Take it easy.
All right, peace.
Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, that was Charlie Miller, Schneider the Handyman. You know, um, the man who could have stopped that whole bus incident with, uh, Andrea, but he didn't. He didn't. He didn't do anything to stop it, and he didn't send a protest out there. So, and so yeah, a lot of the Lulz are funny, ladies and gentlemen. This shit. This is goddamn. It's not even Christmas yet. You know, it's not even the Lobster's birthday on Tuesday yet, which promises to be fun. We're gonna have a good time. So stay tuned for that. Well, it's also the 10th. It's the Copa Day, right? Three things happen on December 10th: Copa, Fat Elvis's birthday, and my birthday, right? Three things that I think everybody should. I've had a rent shoot her, but I see. I don't. That's how much I don't pay it. It just. I didn't notice until one day and stuff, because you know. But yeah, call me Lord Herpaderp, or whatever. But I just thought it was cool because that was like the original OGs of the old trolls, haters, and naysayers, and one can only aspire, ladies and gentlemen. And but anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. We've gotten past. I wanted to get this up and then I'll stop. We've gotten past the donkey suit phase, which the donkey suit will be back. The dress thing, we've had a little bit of a glitch. Had a flat tire yesterday and had to spend like more money than I had on a tire and stuff like that. So we're trying to rethinking on when we can do the whole. And I know some people gave me some money, but I buy a tire, so I could like literally get anywhere. But and it's just 60. But the dress thing later on this month, hopefully next week or something, we're going to be taking care of that. And yeah, no blue tool required. I get that, Lulz Junkie, but sometimes it's a status. Sometimes just knowing that you have one. It's kind of it's kind of it's a resume builder, right? It's a badge of honor, right? And it's something that I take proudly, right? The fact that when Stinky fucking gets all upset now, he mentions me, right? um, anyway, you have your own channel, and I play in mega playlists. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been just an awesome week. I did something last night. I ate a whole mess of brownies last night. Early this morning, you saw me. That was a lot of fun. So anyway, probably Tuesday is the 10th. Grampy Lobster's birthday. I'll probably be putting a link out in the next few days. I might go into a couple of hangouts or streams or whatever they call them, but probably won't do anything until Tuesday. And so if you'd like to contact me, go to my YouTube page, look under the business inquiries where it says that, and click that, and you got my link to my email, grampylobster@gmail.com. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, or if you know who I am on Facebook, catch me on Facebook. But anyway, more the merrier. This is Grampy Lobster. I'm watching the Pac-12 championship game right now. Oregon is beating Utah State. And I've got a cup of coffee here. if Tuesday when you're back at work. Well, Mudbrucker, that's when you get your transistor radio out, put the little thing in your ear. Well, we're not on the transistor radio. Well, see, I picked the wrong day to have a birthday. God damn it. I knew it. I should have said something to Mom years ago. Say, Mom, you know what? Secular tomorrow. But yeah, wow, it could be quite a birthday, to find out what's going on with Earth, and I'm just hoping the Gravy Nationals are still. I just hope they're still a thing. I need something to believe in the wintertime, besides hockey and basketball. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Grampy Lobster. Hope everybody had a good time. We'll talk to you later. Remember, listen to Motorhead every day, and your life will turn out better. So this is what are you going to do on my birthday? I don't know. I'm going to come online, and if people want to come in and fuck off for a while, and I might, go shirtless for a while for all the ladies. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, just whatever, I mean, send me a message. What do you want me to do? And if you want me to do certain things, you're gonna have to pay me for it. Well, maybe not. Send me some ideas, but send me some ideas on the things we can do on my birthday show. If you like the show, let me know. Like I said, send me a message on YouTube, Gmail, grumpylobster@gmail.com, or Facebook. And we'll talk to you later. So go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourself.